Hey guys, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and in this episode, at long last, we're going to Tantal to try and find the Omega Fetter, whatever the crap that is. But before we set out, something really bad happened in between last episode and this episode. I sort of saved over my game save for my main recording file. It's not really going to impact anything in this specific episode, but if some people have certain different plays they didn't have before, now you know why. But outside of that, yep, we're pretty much ready to go. It's time to get on with the main story, which we've sort of been procrastinating for a very long time, but for good reason. Hear the news, friends wanting to go to Tantal. Yeah, let's get to it. Actually, ship captain was Indoline, and go into deep mourning for Lady Fawn. Then was nobody left to steer ship. And so Todora gets selected to replace. Todora never go there before, so we'll have work hard to make sure trip success. Todora not worry though. With Prince of Tantal on board, getting in should be piece of Poland cake. Let's hope so, man.
Say, chum, which one do you fancy? Pyra or Mithra?
Zeke. You can't just ask someone... Anyway, they're the same person. I've never really thought of them separately.
Are you serious? But they're like totally different characters. Like, Mithra is jolly intense. And Pyra is just totally mellow, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of pushy?
On the outside, maybe. But Pyra's got a lot of backbone, too. She can be pretty stubborn.
You seem to understand them pretty deeply. Well, I suppose you are their driver.
Hey!
Yeah?
You're a prince from Tantal, aren't you, Zeke? Why were you in the Praetorium?
I mean, you can't just ask someone.
Oh, his old man kicked him out.
Oi! No, bad blade, bad. How long have you been standing there?
From about... Which one do you fancy?
Which one do you That's the whole conversation.
As I was saying, my prince got disowned by his father. He spent all his time traveling the world for fun, instead of attending to his studies. Then bye!
It wasn't for fun. I was learning all about, society and international relations.
International relations, that what you call it?
Oi, can it you? What are you doing anyway? Dissing your own driver.
You guys crack me up.
I love him, really.
Oh. Anyway, he sounds tough. Zeke's dad, I mean.
Tantal is an isolationist society. Crossing its borders without leave is strictly forbidden. It's been that way for ages now.
Oh,
But you've seen how my prince here is. Couldn't stop himself leaving a few times, so he got chewed out and disowned. Back when he was 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Then the Praetor himself found him half dead on the ground one day and took him in. He made up that special envoy stuff.
And that's how you ended up in Indol. It all makes sense now. Oh, but wait. Is it safe for you to go back to Tantal then?
This time we've got official business from the Praetorium. It'll be fine, probably. Besides,
Yeah?
Tantal is too ignorant of the outside world. It needs a wake-up call.
Sire, we have reached the designated coordinates. Please.
Right! Ready?
You betcha!
Huh?
Shut up and sit down, chum. This'll be great!
My lord, Genbu has begun surfacing.
I am aware. It's Pandoria.
Then the prince...
Yes.
We have received reports that he made contact with the Aegis in Indol.
So after 500 years, he makes his move. Praetor Amalthus.
My lord?
We must act to protect our days of peace, even if they are a dream that cannot last.
It's just like a bigger version of Turtus.
It's called Genbu. It's the same, like, Titan type as Uriah. Normally, it's submerged in the Cloud Sea.
Even in early fall, it can get pretty cold inside Tantal. Mind you don't freeze.
I really can't stand the cold.
I can provide my own warmth. You can stay close to me if you like.
Me as well.
You guys are pretty handy to have around.
Well, it is our trademark, right?
Essentially.
Aren't you going to be cold like that, Shellhead?
I'm used to it. I'll be dandy.
He's naturally dense. It's good insulation.
Oh, makes
makes
sense.
Stop encouraging her, gang of bullies!
Oh boy, here we go. We finally arrived in Tantal, and yeah, this is pretty much one of my favorite songs in the whole game. I know I say that every time we come to a new continent, but no, for real. This place is just magical. There's only one way to actually traverse it, and that's in style. I actually did find out now that Dromark is slightly faster, and I don't know, he kind of fits the terrain here. Being, you know, a white tiger and all, and it's actually the perfect time to... Oh, crap. I ain't know why I'm talking over that for the first time. I love that just part so much, God, but, this is a decent a time as ever to talk about the, naming concept that's sort of interjected into this game, sort of not, but, for those familiar with the Chinese constellation, you guys might notice that there's, well, a blue dragon, a black turtle, a white tiger, which is Dromark, and a red bird inside the game. And while their names may have been changed in the localization, Gramps, which is the blue dragon Seiryu, Turters, which is, well, the turtle, Dromark, which is the, well, white tiger,
It's the dawn of a
Byaku,
new day.
and
Let me read you the
Suzaku,
agenda
which
for
is
today.
changed to Rock, which is the red bird, are all symbols in the Chinese constellation. I don't know why they changed the name of Rock, but just one tiny thing that's kind of cool to point out to you guys, and god dang it, there it is. Ugh, I'm almost not even ready, but eventually we gotta go.
Hey, Mia? Do you... mind?
Come on, it's not so bad. You're just so warm. I can't help it.
It's a function of what's known as infrared radiation.
Gramps knows everything.
I'm not your personal heater, you know?
My lady, if you desire warmth, why not take some from me? Miss Pyra seems to be in some distress.
No way. Your fur's all stiff and spiky with a cold. It'd be murder on my sensitive skin.
But, my lady...
Hey, is it just me, or are the ether lines really dim?
What is meaning of ether lines?
You know, those things. The glowing threads that run inside a titan.
That is the glow of pure ether coursing through the Titan's body. You can compare it to the bloodstream of a human.
You've got good eyes. Genbu has pretty bad circulation compared to other Titans. They say it's why we have a cold climate and awful crops.
So it's... cold-blooded?
Call it what you like.
Poor Dromark, man. He just wants to be helpful. But, yeah, as we're gonna notice, as we make our way to the capital of Tantal, which is that giant, castle, which you can't really see, because there's a crap ton of snow. Every Titan has a different ecosystem and all that crap, based on, you know, just going to all of them. You know, some are big, some are small, but... Tantal is very different. And because of it, there's gonna be a lot of different things that come into play here. Also, look at this goddamn absolute unit. He's freaking like I don't even want to fight that dude. Mostly because my blades on this save file really suck. Like, might as well talk about it now. Basically, with this game, and I don't fault Nintendo or Monolith Soft for doing this. It's very non-Let's Player friendly. Let me just put it in those terms. Because if I screw up something, that's it. I'm done. I can't do crap over. There's only one save file, so if I save over that, things get a little rough. You know what I'm saying? And don't mind me. Just trying to get some of this Tantal goodies. Ooh. Actually, we didn't get anything good at all. Crud. But yeah. So saved over my save file. It stinks. You know, that's just how things are. To add like 3 save slots to this game would be a little bit on the silly side. So I understand when companies don't really do that anymore, but luckily I've been pretty good, and holy crud, dude, this it's just so goddamn amazing. Like, if this is the first episode you ever saw of this playthrough, you'd probably think it's a way different game. Like, just, I don't know. If I changed to Zeke and just storm to the castle and this is playing in the background, you'd be like, dang, this game is sick. But in reality, we're just... For Zeke, he's just going back home to his grandpa, like, I don't know, or his pops, I guess. Like, with that beard, though, is he really... Who knows? Anyway, the path to here is pretty straightforward. There's no, like, really dangerous enemies, but, the thing I love about this continent in particular is it's just unique monster heaven. Like, God, we're gonna fight, like, 3 in the next episode. It's gonna be... Oh my gosh, it's gonna be sick. Mostly because it makes Zenobia a little bit stronger. And that makes me happy, but, yeah, it's sometimes difficult to put into words why exactly I like this section of the game. It's just kind of finite, I guess. Even though that doesn't really work either to describe it. It's just like, dang, you've really come far, you know? I don't know. This is really just the section where just everything picks up, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I always kind of look back at it fondly, but, enough of me just saying how much I goddamn love the game. It's time to actually play it. Holy dump, John. What are we doing in this episode? To answer, not a lot. That's all about to change real fast.
Oh my. This is the very picture of the ancient civilizations I've read about.
It's a pretty classic look. You know the old land of Torna? They had a proud and noble civilization, rivaled only by Judicium at the time. But, whereas Judicium were the masters of biological arts, Taunans knew all there was to know about engineering. The proud blood of Torna runs in the veins of us Tantalese.
As there are people to pass it on to, civilization will endure. Knowledge is inherited, much like life itself.
Nice quote. You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's not that simple, though.
Huh?
You'll see.
Jeez. I really don't like the sound of that, Zeke. What the crud, dude? But yeah, we're finally here. Let's get out of the snow and head inside. Like, what the? It's like, it's snow, and then it's just stone. Did they like sweep the Kingdom of Tantal? I don't know. Or just put salt on everything so the snow doesn't.
Hey, look what I found.
Who really knows? But this is the point where I'm actually gonna switch back to my primary save file because yeah, that's all I needed to catch up on. So, see you guys back with our usual party. I missed you so much, Sheba. Anyway, well, we're back on our main file now. I was a little bit scared of getting into any fights because, yeah, if we did, we probably would have got our butts kicked. Because the other save file is pretty weak, but enough of checking out Sheba. That's never gonna work out. We have a main objective to get to.
Whoa, that's a pretty lively market.
It's the black market.
Black market?
Tantal is so cold. There's precious little in the way of local produce to sell. Just look. All the regular shops are shuttered.
You're right. They're mostly empty.
Instead, folks pay ungodly prices for produce that's been smuggled in from other nations. And since it's the only thing keeping people from actually starving, the bigwigs just turn a blind eye.
So most of the agricultural production is wasted just surviving, and the country grows weak.
Exactly.
So even the wisdom of a proud ancient civilization cannot solve all problems.
Ancient civilization sounds good and all, but basically, this place is a giant museum with no tourists. That's not going to feed anyone.
Dang, man. Starting to think that, you know, Zeke's just angst was because he just didn't want to stay home, but in reality, this place is horrible. Like, think about it. Any bubble economy just... it stays a bubble forever. Just any kingdom, right? I mean, they gotta recognize the weaknesses of their titan. They can't grow stinking crops. Like, this is awful, man. But hey, I got money to spend, so we'll boost some of that stinking economy, right? God dang now. Where the crud is that ship? There he is. But, no, seriously, this place sucks. Like, a lot. And that's really sad. And man, it really pains me to get rid of Pandy's original sword, but, man, this one just looks really cool, too. And you don't necessarily have to upgrade everyone's chips right now, but I don't know. I like showing them off in cutscenes, and, well, we got money to blow. And realistically, we kind of did the Kingdom of Tantal a giant favor. We got them to Dev Level 1, right? Just from buying all that crap, so. Hey, win-win. But moving on. We got stuff to take care of, but I don't want to get too preachy right now, but this is just a perfect example on how sometimes in life you just got to realize, hey, I'm in the wrong, and I got to move forward, man. I mean, realistically, sure, in the beginning, they were getting by, but this black market and just the fact that all these people are starving, man, jeez, it's horrible. But, hey, maybe one day, if we can all make it to Elysium, there'll be enough food for everybody, right? So we got to keep working towards reaching it for everyone.
We have been expecting you, Your Highness.
Yeah. Good to see you. Is the old man inside?
Indeed. He has been eagerly awaiting your return.
Ha! Now I know you're lying. Our moos'll fly before that man welcomes me home. No need to coddle me, mate.
Apologies.
Any case, seems he knows we're coming. That'll save time.
Could it be?
Are you all right?
Yes. Tora?
But why? It true. I'll be able to produce own reserves of ether energy, but...
I'll explain later. For now, just do as I ask.
All right then. Leave it to Tora.
The Aegis, I presume.
Guards! My lady!
Mehmet, what the hell is going on? Charlotte?
No idea! Stop this at once! Dad!
Rex!
Pyra! Let it go! Pyra! Pyra!
Stop this madness! What's going on? Rex and his lot haven't done anything!
We cannot afford to wait until they do, Zeke. The world must not be allowed to burn. The Aegis must be destroyed.
Oh, no you don't. Dromac, let's get Rex out of there.
Roger.
The ether energy!
My lady! Ah!
Please do not resist. My goal is only to destroy the Aegis. I have no wish to take your lives also.
King Eulogimenos, I stand before you as a special envoy of Morardain. The Emperor sent me here himself. Do you realize what you are doing?
I am quite aware, and prepared to face the consequences.
Prepared?
Why? Why do you have to bump Pyra off?
I see you still speak like a commoner.
What's that got to do with anything? Don't change the subject!
What if I told you I act for justice?
What are you trying to say?
You could say, I'm doing this for Ulrest.
Say what now?
Follow me.
This is...
This is the legacy of our royal line.
You can't be serious! Why? Father, why?
appears the flow of ether energy is being blocked off.
Damn it! While we're doing this, Pyra is... We have to do something!
There is no point, Rex. You're just wasting your strength.
Both the walls and floor are built to withstand great force. We cannot make a dent in them.
Let's calm down a bit, Rex. If we think calmly, we'll come up with something. Hey, you lot! Can you try to help us out here?
Your efforts are pointless. The way they built this place, it's essentially one giant stasis web.
Stasis web? Like those nets used in Torrigoth?
To lock drivers up together with their blades, and even levers our weapons, they must have the utmost confidence. Perhaps we could break through given enough time, but by then it will be too late and the Aegis will be disposed of.
Disposed of? That's all the more reason you should give us a bloody hand.
I said it's pointless. We won't get anywhere. With brute force, that is.
Huh?
So what now, my prince?
This pisses me right off.
Say what?
I said I'm pissed off. Doing it for the world. My ass. How self-serving can you get?
How do you mean?
This country's strangling itself to death with its own web of lies and excuses. But just maybe our chum could break it free.
Rex could?
No faith, eh?
Hey, whatever. If you believe in him, my prince, I'm with you all the way.
That kid's heart is pure. Too pure for his own good sometimes. But isn't it our duty as adults to give him a little help with that?
Probably. You know, this is what I like about you.
This won't be easy.
Oh, quit it with your drama! When is anything ever easy for you?
Let's go.
Okay, that should do it.
Preparations complete. What's going on, Tora? Oh, both drivers and blades. Use ether energy to deploy arts, yes?
You can skip the lecture, Tora. Everyone knows that.
But right now, friends cannot, yes? Yeah. There's something about this room. Oh, but Rex and friends forgetting one very important thing.
Hurry up, would you? Just spit it out, Furball.
Could be friends forgetting Poppy is artificial blade? Why would we forget that? She's been with us all this time. Wait, I get it. Her ether furnace.
Rex correct. Thanks to friend Morag, Poppy now able to generate own supply of ether energy. Nothing Barrier can do anything about.
Tora transfer crystal from Sword of Morag to Biter of Poppy. That crystal have enough energy stored for one use of arts. And Biter of Poppy use Earth element. So, through synergy with Fire element of Morag, power of arts is amplified.
If we hit it straight on, I doubt the door can withstand that.
Wait a minute. You stored energy in that crystal. How is that possible with a barrier?
Aha! Lady Morag has not used a single art since we arrived in this place.
What?
I had my suspicions ever since we entered the palace. So, I secretly asked Tora to refrain from using any arts either.
Whoa!
I see now. If our enemies knew Poppy retains her power inside the barrier, they would keep us on a tighter leash.
Exactly. Here goes. Step back.
Hold up! If you transferred the crystal from the sword, what will you fight with?
I can generate a new one from Bridget's core. Don't tell me you didn't know about that.
What?
Seriously, you don't even know how blade weapons work. Give me a break.
How would I know something like that? I've never lost or broken my weapon.
Then I suppose I cannot blame you.
Moving along then. Tora, Poppy, please.
With pleasure!
Poppy power! Jet fighter!
We did it!
We the best!
You made quite some noise, too. It won't be long before the guards arrive.
Good point.
Lady Pyra was taken below. Mayhap somewhere beneath the palace?
Got it.
Is it just me, or is this like the 10th time we broke out of jail in this game? I don't... It feels like it, but anyway, yeah. The Tantanese people weren't super nice to us. They weren't very nice to us at all. And we also don't have Pyra with us, which really sucks. Hey, we got Sheba, so this next part's gonna be goddamn easy, but yeah, unfortunately, we have no idea where we are. And the Tantanese people are probably gonna sting and try and murder us. And that's just not good for anybody. Well, I guess it's good for them, but yeah, things are about to get real scary real fast here in Tantal. And, well, in the next episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we try and get out of here and rescue Pyra. So see you guys then. Bye.